These are just some highlights from when I was streaming using the Zowie FK2. I've had a lot of comments on how I play, and I guess the interesting thing is that this is a clear mind at work. Sure, it's not the best, it's not the fastest, it's not even the smartest, but it works quite well. Best of all though, it's real. I've heard so many players say that they're high or drunk while playing, and playing their best when they're in those states. Now, it's your life, I'm not going to judge you here. Do whatever you want, and I'm not going to get into why alcohol and drugs are bad for you. I'm sure you already know. For the record though, no, I do not recommend drugs or alcohol. I recommend healthy living. I'll get to that in another video, possibly on another channel. But for now, I'll say that I also don't drink coffee or have caffeine. About 9 years ago, I was having energy drinks before I thought, if I can't feel naturally energetic, then something else must be wrong. And by having energy drinks, I'm just trying to hide those problems. So I set about fixing my diet, my sleep, my exercise, and my thinking. And sometimes you just need to push yourself a bit to feel energetic, like the body needs a kickstart. Now all these years later, okay, I still haven't mastered sleep, but the energy is there whenever I want it. You ask me to play sport or have a game of Quake, as long as I'm awake, I'll be ready, and I'll perform at a consistent level. Now imagine if you only play well when high or drunk. Every time you get asked to play or want to play your best, you're going to have to say, hey, 1 second, I have to get my fix. Fix, like it's actually going to fix you. It's a crutch. You're using it to get by while you're not at your best, but you should be at your best all the time. Sure, you can have varying degrees of it, everyone has ups and downs, but that consistency line shouldn't have such a sharp curve from when you're using a substance. I said in another video to play raw. No cheats, no specials. Just develop your adaptive ability to the point you can choose what you want to do. Getting a win by a cheat doesn't mean anything. Winning doesn't really mean anything. Listen to professional athletes in interviews. They're always talking about focusing on the next game. They will only really celebrate if they win the championship. I'd argue the championship doesn't mean much either. Oh, you beat some other humans, good for you, now what? Obviously, lots of money, but they have plenty of that already. They're just chasing a sense of accomplishment, but that accomplishment doesn't last. If you ask me, I'd say the important thing is the journey, because it's a sense of achievement that they're really chasing, and because that doesn't last forever, the only way you can really hold on to it is to keep getting it, and you can only get it from your quest to get better, to be your best. If you're harming yourself to get to victory, then to get another victory, you're going to have to do even more harm. Where does that end? In really bad health? Talk to anyone with health problems. Health problems aren't easy to fix, if they can be fixed at all, so your fix is actually breaking you. Getting an emotional response from a drug is a cheat. You didn't earn that emotion, and you didn't do anything to deserve it. You basically used a hack on your brain, and unfortunately, you're going to pay the price for cheating, because your health is going to ban you from certain functions and abilities. The calm down is one thing, that's just like being kicked from a server repeatedly when you're caught. The health repercussions are another, and they can be much worse. So you want to be your best? You want to be consistent without relying on a crutch? You want to have a chance at winning without destroying yourself in the process? Do it naturally. If you played better high, find out what's stopping you from playing like that normally. Find the problem, acknowledge it, understand it, and then solve it. Repeat. That's how this works. That's how you can get good. Actually good, not just fake good. It's kind of like when you have dirty clothes in your room. Sure, you can try to mask it by spraying deodorant, or throw as many clothes on top to hide them. But the more you do that, the worse those dirty clothes will get. And you're going to hate yourself when you finally have no choice but to get rid of those dirty clothes. Don't let your brain or your life become like that. Do the hard work now, do it properly, so you can enjoy life later, instead of trying to correct the mistakes of yesterday.